And we are underway from Houston. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick in 2018 from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard, fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
2nd and 7. Now a give right side. Solomon. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On first down, Solomon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Second and 11 now. Allen going to throw. And that's incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. To the air, Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10. Allen. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Off at the 45. And it's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Now for the point after. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession and looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick-6 for the first points of the ball game.
In my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick-6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
On second down now, Solomon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Allen from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Quick slant here to Smith. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll try to left side. Solomon, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Harrington. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A huge play there for Houston. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. 7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
6-yard line. A 2-yard pickup.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Come on, bring it, baby, bring it.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They come out with one back and three tight ends. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Armadillos have taken the lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. Three tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Now the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. On third down, Solomon. Now the ball comes loose, and this will be scooped up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You're talking about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you got a talented back, give it back to him.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Brock. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
A 40-yard punt, no return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Little. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Now Allen. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Let's go.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On play action, Allen. Complete. Smith has it. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now a give right side. Brock. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Allen. He's got Smith here. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Matt Nagy has made the decision. They're going to go for it here. Allen now looks to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I didn't like the play call. I loved it. Running situation for sure on 4th and short. They got the defense to commit too many men in the box to stop the run and have the guts to go for the pass instead. And as a result, they're set up 1st and goal.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons get a bit closer. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Falcons 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
On 2nd down, it's French. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
They'll run on first down. French. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So on now is the punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say, I put my...
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
A 28-yard gain.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing now is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense taking over again. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's French. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harrington. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's French. That catch good for only a couple.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial, but I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going for it all. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Armadillos are able to widen their advantage. And he had time there. I mean, you give any quarterback that length of time, he'll make you pay.
It just puts way too much stress on guys trying to cover downfield because, as you said, you don't have much time in the pocket. He can scan the field, find the open person. That's exactly what happened there. And what was the end result again?
Touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw complete there to Smith.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Not only they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Complete here, it's Hyde. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
Right back to Pitts again.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Allen now on first down. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. Throwing the out route incomplete. Brad Smith. From the 27, Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing on first down is Allen. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Zach Wilson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And our statisticians got through a couple of pencils already. This offense is on pace for potentially 500 yards in passing. That's pretty incredible. Meanwhile, on the other side, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he's been effective in their winning, so it makes it a little easier to put a montage together.
It really does, doesn't it? Because we can see him throwing it really well. But how about everything else that's going on? Protection has been excellent. And, of course, the guys catching the ball have provided some highlight reels themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always just one man. He's been good, but you got the guys catching the ball, too.
Yeah, you name it. It's all coming together for them. What they call that synergy. Everything working together really well. And right now, he's the focal point of it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Graham. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there for Houston.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
On first down, it's French, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll set up to throw. And Graham's got it over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Armadillos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
They'll go in for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Solomon. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Allen. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point, this is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they're looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. To throw, it's Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And this will be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Allen to throw it.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off near the 44. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession.
And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the ball is knocked out. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Armadillos get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Falcons offense set to go.
And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
8 yards to go on second down. Allen going to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. On first down, Allen. Short throw caught by Pitts.
A gain of 6 there on first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 35 on second down, Allen forced out to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Allen now looks to throw, and that is incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your court? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands?
And it's a fumble, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
That's what we do. Other way. Let's go.
He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's French, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Powering forward, fighting him off. So nothing doing there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Atlanta regains possession of the football. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Here's Allen.
This is to Pitts on the quick slant.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Allen's throw into the hands of Pitts here.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
He's really starting to get up there towards 1,000. He's now at 997 career catches.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. This is Smith with a grab. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Now Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 37. 20. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
Man, I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. French, and the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's long. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Back to throw here. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Armadillos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To the air, Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen, and this one complete to Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. They'll run on first down. Solomon. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Solomon. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points. But a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a 1st and goal at the 1.
Looking to throw. Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
But that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And now out comes Houston. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a give right side. It's French. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. French. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he's stopped right around the 29. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. On the return, it's Hyde. And that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charlie, 5 interceptions. Is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
On 1st down, it's French. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. French. And he stopped immediately there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
69 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll run on 1st down. It's French. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.